What is going on, internet? Yeah, so this beautiful thing that we made last time, which tentatively is called Empty Spaces, we'll go with it. It has come a long way, and this is not going to be your usual from the ground up video because I worked on this so much. Like, I can't even explain how long. It's been hours and hours and hours. I think I've done like 6 hours today. But we're going to go through it kind of like a making of video, except it's not finished. There's going to be more added, so we might work on it. I don't really know. But for the most part, we're just going to show you what it looks like right now and where I'm hoping... I'll share my ideas of where I'm hoping to go with it. So let's just get into this thing real quick. Yeah, so as you can see, there are... Let's just back out of here and go like this. So these are all the cool, colorful things. What we originally had started with these green ones, these three, and this. That's it. We have added just a little bit to it, just a little bit, and it's not done. But I'm excited to share with you what it turned out to be. So let's just isolate a few things here. So we start off with the bases and the pluck like we did last time, and we'll just play it real quick. That's your thing. That's how this whole thing started. If you can't tell, I'm also on arrangement number 5, which means if we scroll through these, they look different because it started out, different. There's different parts to each of them. And this is where we're at. So let's just get into it. So to start off with, I added some effects. So yeah, let's listen to what it sounds like with these effects. It's just some EQ and some pitch bends on the conga. And it sounds like this. Yeah, that's all it was. I don't believe there's anything else in here that we changed. We just got these 3 things. The basses are all the same. The conga still got a whole bunch of effects on it, but it sounds cool. Let's see what it sounds like with this other bass I added called Funky Electric. Why? Oh, we're not on the right arrangement. That'd be, key. Those effects still stayed the same. However, anyways, Funky Electric, which I believe has this EQ with it. Let's just solo these by themselves. Yeah, so you add that, and you get your whatever. It's like a background bass, basically. Yeah. Hold on, gotta turn the conga on. So it kind of rides itself up a little bit there. That's what the EQ is. It's taking out the high at the beginning and just bringing the high back in later. Then we added some drums, which just your basic drum pattern, Let's just... Yeah, very simple. And then over here, there's just a little bit more. Just more sounds to fill it up, make it sound unique in that part of the drop. And yeah, I know we're starting with the drop again, but that's fine. So let's listen to that in context of the song. Yes, another thing, I don't know if we showed this in the last one, the congas here get layered and go higher. So there's more high frequencies and it just stands out along with the drums. Also, which not a big thing, but there's white noise and it is, well, yeah, there's a whole bunch of effects on it. And that shaker in the background also gets panned on the drums. So if we add all that in, you'll hear the white noise just a little bit. It's like a ch ch ch. It's so subtle, but it's just like on and off, on off, on off type deal thing. Real beautiful. And that's pretty much it for the drop. There are some effects that we have just to start off. These little impacts and whatnot. Just to kind of bring you into the mood of it. And then when we get over here, it's like a little glass breaky thing. It adds to the second part of the drop. Also, didn't remember this one. It builds up over here. There's a riser of white noise. Yeah. So we took that one part, that one little itty bitty part, and turned it into something that actually sounds pretty cool. And it's amazing what you can do when you just start off with something and go. So now that we have that, let's look at the beginning. We're going to actually just turn everything on for a hot second because I don't remember where everything is. So at the beginning we have some weird noises that are panned around a bit, but they just kind of add to the ambiance. They're a little weird. And that starts off with no noise whatsoever other than an impact and some crazy white noise. That's it. And then we go into this pluck, which it just follows the chords that are the bass in the drop. So it's like F, D sharp, A sharp, I believe. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I think it is. It just kind of follows that and flows upwards. Yeah, on the pluck, there are some pitching things. So it starts out lower with the volume. I know I'm pointing at the screen again. And then there's a weird pitch at the beginning of each one. So I don't know. I just thought it sounded cool. And then there's an envelope over here that I don't know what it actually sounds like. Yeah, it kind of opens it up a little bit, gives it some space. You do all these things like hours ago and you don't remember what they do. But that's what it does. Just like, kind of like opens it and closes it. Opens it and closes it. I don't know why there's an extra one there, but whatever. Got rid of it now. Looking at things. So another thing that we added to this part is a string, which you can't really hear in the song if you're not listening for it, but it's there. Trust me. It just does that. That's it. And then over here, it just goes up. But it's so subtle, you don't realize it's there. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So let's put all that stuff together. Yeah. The string is kind of like background noise, it just fills it in. So down here we have a whole bunch of impacts. We're just going to turn it all on. This is actually not necessary. None of this is. Oop. Let's undo that before we wreck the song. So at the beginning it sounds like, we'll just play the whole beginning. Give you a... That's it. It's like a boom and you're into the song. So then you're listening to this part and you have this and you have your string. The next thing that comes in, I believe, are these drums, which it kind of sounds like a clock, but really it's just two hi-hats that are pitched and the volumes are automated, not automated, but different, so it just sounds like it's going one to the other. It's real simple stuff, but it sounds cool and adds to it. And also down here, we have this bass, which so let's talk about these automations real quick. This one's just the volume, and it kind of goes down every once in a while and gives it that like bump, 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 bump feel. Yeah, it just adds like a rhythm to the bass. And then on top of that, there are some chords which follow that as well, but they don't have the bump. So let's just listen to the chords. It's just like a horn that I don't know. It's beautiful. Everything is beautiful. Then up here we have another bass type thing, which is actually in the drop, but it's the same melody or same chord progression as the regular bass, not the one over here. Yeah, it just does that a couple times. And then we introduce the main drop melody right here. And it's got all the effects on it and just sounds like this. Just building the suspense. So let's go back and talk about the drums for a minute because I seem to skip them over. Because drums aren't important. Of course they are. silly. So we have the little tick-tock. And then it adds like a clap. Oop. Let's just not, yeah. Down here, this is just adds a clap because it, it sounds better, more energy really. And then up here, we just have our kick, and then this is like our full-on drums. And then at the end of it, it builds because, you're going to a drop. With the clap, it sounds something like this. Oh, gotta turn them on. All right, so that's that. Down here we have some white noise. Yeah, it just goes up all the way through the drop, or all the way to the drop. We also have this white noise, which I believe I showed over here. Same thing. It just really adds that tension so you know you're going to a new part of the song. And then down here we just have some other white noise that really just, it's stuff we've already used, but it's just background noises. And this one and that one are the same thing, just one's reversed. So it kind of like goes down, comes back up. Boom! So like this one stops before this one, but that's fine because the whole melody and everything stops. And it's like perfect timing for it. And then the other one just kind of carries you through this little dead space before you get to the drop. And the only thing that is in the dead space, other than the white noise, are these little not hats, I don't even know what they are, rim shots. Those are really loud. Might need to get turned down or change your add effects on them, I don't know. I don't know if I love them yet, but there's something. So that's pretty much everything. It doesn't really change the second time through. It will. I plan on changing the way the pattern of the ARP is, and the drums are a little bit different. But let's just take a listen to the whole thing and see what happens when we play it. Oh, I forgot something. This horn. It follows the same pattern as this bass, and it just, extra noise, just makes it something you weren't expecting to hear. But now we will listen to the whole thing, and yeah, enjoy. Yeah, guys, so that is what we have so far for Empty Spaces. It's going to change. It's just going to, I'm not done with it. I forgot to tell you something, though. So this part right here, we have the conga, but it's not the conga. It's got a couple extra layers in it. Actually, here, I'll just show you the channel rack. It doesn't have the conga at all. It's got the horn, the pluck, and the metal pluck, which are all used. I believe the pluck and the metal pluck are in the ARP, and the horn is used in the horn part. Yeah, but it just adds a different noise to the drop, and it just gives it more energy. It kind of sounds like there's metal or like sneakers, especially on the second part because it goes higher. It kind of sounds like sneakers against the floor, right? It's weird, but it sounds good, or at least I think it does. Let me know what you think, though. This has been a whole lot of fun to make, and I'm really glad that we were able to come up with something at the beginning together, and then my brain just went on to overdrive mode and had to work on it for like hours and hours. I don't even want to look at how many hours I've spent on this thing, but it's been a bit. It's been so much fun, though. So, thank you, everybody, for tuning into this video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye.